So we have heard how Vision 2030 was adopted at Work Council after several years of work. But what does that actually mean to you? What does it mean, and what will it mean to local YMCAs and your communities, to national YMCA movements, to our YMCA Area Alliances on each continent?
How does it relate to your existing work in and around the four pillars of sustainable planet, just world, community well-being, and meaningful work?
To talk to us about that, first we welcome Boo-Wan, General Secretary of the Asia Pacific Alliance of YMCA. He has been part of the Vision 2030 journey all along. Nam, firstly, what is an Area Alliance? And welcome.
Yes, Nam, and you're part of the North Star steering group that helped to form what became World Vision 2030. How was that process for you? And welcome as well.
Yes, thank you, Kevin and Mafa. Yes, I was very fortunate to be actively engaged from the beginning of the Vision 2030 formation process. I believe that it was very participatory. Many participants from different levels, from local YMCA, national, regional, and world YMCA level. So I must say that this is really cross-cutting, totally shared vision beyond all the different levels of YMCA movements. So as integral part of that process, I own this Vision 2030, and I believe that every integral part of the World YMCA family must co-own this Vision 2030.
Thank you, Nam. Can you explain to us what is an Area Alliance, please?
Yes, Area Alliance, as you know, we have about 6 different area alliances trying to link between World Alliance and national movements. And APAY, Asia and Pacific Alliance of YMCA, is comprised of 24 national movements in our region of Asia and Pacific. Thank you.
That's great to know. And one area of the world in the Asia Pacific region that is particularly advanced is the sustainable planet pillar. Why do you think that is?
Yes, I think basically these 4 pillars are interconnected each other. But in terms of Asia Pacific region work, I believe that we started this sustainable planet pillar about 1 decade ago. For example, we continued our green ambassador training programs from 10 years ago. And as you see here, all this Albaya YMCA's work is part of APAY work. As you see, the General Secretary Tintin was earlier alumni of our Green Ambassadors training. And we ran for the past 8 years the e-learning course on climate change that led to youth-led solutions program in Asia Alliance level. And we set up green fund programs. Every travel you make to attend APY programs and events, you are required to pay $15 US to really offset the carbon emission you made by flying. So this accumulated green fund was used to really offset all the emissions we created by flying to each other. And of course, this climate justice is a really important component in seeking climate change in our work. So I think it is also very much connected to our work to just world, to create more just and sustainable world in our regional area too. Thank you.
Thanks, Nam. And in continuation from that, following on from that, in the future, the area alliances will support the World YMCA in providing essentially a backbone function to support the implementation of Vision 2030 across regional and national movements. How do you envision that happening?
Yes, what we GST members used to call, there must be a radical collaboration between all levels of YMCAs, but especially between World YMCA and Area Alliance and nation movements. So we should be able to do our work as a backbone of this implementation of Vision 2030. Eventually, the real change and transformation must take place on the ground. So we will support nation movements, and through nation movements, all the local YMCAs, because they will be the on-the-ground workers who really are making differences in the people's life around these four pillars of the work. Thank you.
Just to close, you have seen the entire Vision 2030 journey. Where do you think we go next?
Yes, I think this great boat of Vision 2030 has already started to move forward in many corners of the world. So it is a critical time, a Kairos time for us to move together to really materialize in this world where we are facing, the whole humanity is facing multiple challenges, including the climate crisis. So it is very timely, relevant. It is time for us to alert, encourage each other to move forward with this huge vision and mission statement that we all collectively own. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Nam. So we've seen there's a great practical amount of work taking place right now that can inspire all of us and help us play a part in creating systematic change.
Yes, we have heard about how YMCAs are using their existing world and developing emerging ideas for new work to address and implement Vision 2030 in these early stages.